All right, we are back. We're back. My my son finally fell asleep, and the funny thing was I think because of a trip a while back, I set my PS5 to shut off after 1 hour on gameplay. So now so it just kind of went into rest mode. I've changed that so in case we ever have this situation again, it should be able to keep watching. So these guys are training. I'm gonna let Dennis 201 know that we're in the room. 12508. I think Nelly is the host right now, so Nelly can trigger. Um, Nelly is able to trigger the league mode whenever, and change the rules. But Dennis 201 is going to join us. I think this is an awesome room though. Like we've got new talent and we've got old talent, and it's good stuff. So yeah, so. And Quasi B has been in the room. Quasi B is great. They're learning a lot from watching Nelly play, but Quasi B has got a very strong intuitive sense. I've always commented that they use a lot of attack and spacing, and so but they've been getting better. The last time I fought them, I saw them use a lot more defense, and I think they're gonna get better and better at throwing. So keep at it, Quasi B. Good to have you here. All right, Nelly, let's do this. And Dennis is going to join us. So I see. Okay, we're both being reactive, so that's kind of a dangerous mix. All right, let's get back into our groove. Good use of delay. All right, good game, good game. Situations are very weird, but they're very cool. Nelly is using very good manual delay. By that I mean they just stand still and then do an attack. It could be that they're playing reactive. Uh, it could be that they are. It could be playing reactive, but it could also just be intentionally doing a manual delay. And it's really powerful. It's really strong against me because I like to do movement and to attack. And so it's a good way to stop me from making good use of the uppercut, actually. So. Alright, let's see how these two fight each other. Very good, 6 PKK. Yeah, the uppercut's always good at keeping your opponent's suit even more than honest. If they like to attack. So you have to be very confident they're gonna attack when you use that uppercut. But also Quasi B likes to attack, so it's good, makes good sense. Against me it's kinda tricky because again, Nelly might prefer to do something like delay attack because it's very strong against me. So this is a good opportunity for me to work on my game in dealing with people that use delay attacks to mess, like very short delay attacks. I like to use that to mess with my usual stuff. I'm amazed though that some players, like, you know how Nero and Gentleman Thief are just able to see it. Like, they're just able to see that that's what's gonna work, right? It's not something that's that intuitive. I don't think it comes across even to. I think it's more that Nelly knows this, as opposed to like it just comes across in the match like, oh, this is gonna work. So I need to work on. I wish I can see it like Gentleman Thief and Nero can, where like they can just watch people playing and just be like, oh, this is what's gonna work. Sauce the opponents, and then Dennis 201. Got 6 PK. Very nice. Burning Hammer. Really nice to use the sweep. Alright, here comes Dennis. Watch these two monsters fight each other now. Really good low throw. That was beautiful. Really well set up. That was excellent. He really called Dennis out on that delay. Dennis threatened to use a string, and Nelly just like attacked right away. I like that transition, even though it didn't work out. I do like it. Like Nelly's transitions on intercept position. Really beautiful side turn there using the sweep inside. Yep, part 2. Sorry, I changed my PS5 settings. It was on only 1 hour, and then it would shut off, and so I changed it back to like 4 hours. Good to see you, Jimmy, and I really appreciate your commentary a lot. So, really love having you here, Jimmy, always. Congratulations again, Jimmy, on winning the Akai season, getting #1 guaranteed. So, most #1s this quarter, this season. In the Akai's Open League. I have an opportunity to tie it, but that's really doubtful. That I will get like, you know, 3, like all 3. It's really doubtful. Man, awesome battle between Dennis and Nelly. That was an amazing battle. Alright, here we go. It's still possible, yes, still possible. It's really hard to imagine that happening, though. But I'll do my best. It is possible. So, it's like, I've had many 3, like, win all 3s in the whole day, but still. Really nice. Oh, that was beautiful. What a gamble. He gambled on that evade. He really gambled on that evade. That was so cool. He really, and he punished it really well. Good game. Good game. That was a really good game. Always. It was, but man. He knows I'm trying to find, like, he knows I'm trying to. Normally, actually, I go for the 3K right away, so I'm kind of surprised. But still, that was really good. So maybe accident, but I think it was intentional. His punish tells me it was intentional, so. I like that he's going big or go home when it comes to Leon's side turn game. Yeah, the punish was amazing. Like the punish is what tells me that he was intending to do that. I was just like, oh my god. You know? Yeah, Dennis is arguably the fastest player in North America. So, he makes online look like offline also, by the way. So, and if you think you're getting a speed boost when you fight him in offline, he gets the speed boost too. part of it is that one, his control on the Sama JLF is amazing. Two, his reading is really good. And so with Nelly and me, he's built a lot of reads. Normally he'll spend a lot of, but this format he's not allowed to read because we're playing single game matches. If you have more games, if you play sets with him, you will watch him go through a process of reading. But right now he's getting very strong at the he's getting strong at the single game format. He's just letting it out, and it's great. It's really scary. So. Jackie is very terrifying, and Dennis is able to do the conversions that make it very scary. They are, yeah. They're totally different. Normally, Dennis has trouble with the single game format, actually. Like, not trouble, but he's better at sets than he is at single game. But tonight, like, you're watching him play a much stronger, committed single game style. Yeah. Other ones for the adaptation, this one is... Yeah, it's much more YOLO, much more reads, and he's going for it. You only live once. But his execution is so on point tonight. Even more than normal. Hey, Assassin, it's awesome to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing really well. I really hope you're doing well, man. I know you're working on a lot of stuff. I know you're focusing on priorities and stuff, but I just want you to know I always appreciate you, and I'm always cheering for you. In the game and out of the game. So I'm really happy that you're stopping by, so thank you for stopping by, Assassin. Well, no problem. When the time is right, the time will be right, and I look forward to more VF with you, but I know right now you've got other priorities, and I respect that. I really do. Trust me, a lot of VF players have gone on that journey, and then a lot of them come back when the time's right. So, you know, it's what it is. It's a great thing about this community, though, is you've had people that have been all over the place. Alright, what a match. It's good stuff. Awesome. I look forward to seeing you there tomorrow. So tomorrow, of course, I'm going to be doing the league. After the league, I'm going to take my kids swimming. But hopefully tomorrow night I can do some VF. Problem with intercept positions is that sidestep. But she has answers for that, so. Alright, rest well, Jimmy. See you tomorrow, I hope. And, man, thank you very much for spending time with us tonight. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, man. Alright, awesome. I'll be happy to train tomorrow night. Hey, Shadosha, good to see you. Man, Shadosha and I are going to be in Europe at different times. I think Shadosha is going to Scotland for Global Showdown, which I wish I could do this year, but I can't. But I am going to be on a big family trip, as in many, many members of the family, going out to Paris in November. Rest well, Assassin. Have a good night, man. My God, Dennis is going to be so hard to fight. There is certain things he does a lot, though. So let's call it out. Fortunately, Dennis doesn't watch streams, so I can talk about it, right? So right now, Dennis has been doing a lot of backdash. So you gotta, but it's very scary to go for it. But he's doing it a lot off of low punch. I'm gonna see if it's gonna work, and then we'll see what he does after that. But he's very scary when you get him off of it, because he's got a very scary patient game too. It's still happening. Global Showdown is still happening. In fact, Ton-chan is the third Japanese player confirmed for that event. So we got Shiwapon, Ton-chan, we got Jin Kage as well. Ah, his meaties are so on point, damn it. I have to block? Damn it. I was gonna block low. He knew I was gonna block low. Like, he was prepared for the block low, so he did the hop kick to get himself off the 4P. That bastard. It's really good stuff. Really good stuff. Damn it. I hate that he's got guaranteed that. God damn. Excuse my language. That's it, no? Oh. He got too antsy, and he stopped right away from the backdash stuff after I like blocked the low punch and chased him. So. Good game, Dennis. His brain, I can see that his brain still wants to do low punch backdash though. I'm just glad that I was able to get him off track with that. So, just a little bit. So, get him slightly off comfort. Man. Comfort is the word that I learned from Shidosha to apply for BF, you know. So. So he was talking about how the European players approach the game, understanding how to attack what the opponent's comfort is, and that's very true. Man, I love that. That was a good intruder hook. Very good intruder hook. Yeah, that's me being dumb and greedy. Yep. So good thing about using forward moves is built-in delay, right? Built-in delay will punish somebody that's evading without canceling. Always get me with two. Nice. Excellent round, Kazubi. Excellent round, Nala. Good game. Good games. Work on your mix-up after 9p. Um, Work on your mix-up after 9p, and then you won't be hurt in that situation as much. And your 9p will become continuously very, very good move. It's such a good move. So you don't want to be discouraged. Rest well, Shadosha. Man, where are you in the world right now? You're in Asia? Shadosha's in Asia? Damn. I love you too, man. Are you at TGS? Man, have an awesome time. Wherever you are, have the best time, Shadosha. Really happy to see you. Thanks for stopping by. España. Have an amazing time in Spain. Okay, good to know that thing will be there. Nice, good. Think you like my Pitbull style, right? This is Pitbull Leon. Alright, Nelly, here we go. That was really good. Good round. Good round. That was awesome. Countered like 3 things at the same time. That was really good. Really? Really? Oh my god. That was brilliant. 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 Countering me so hard. Alright, here we go. Okay, I can't do that. Good game, Nelly. Those were really fun. That was a really fun battle. So much fun. I like this. I like this Evolve side game. I like this side game. Such. That was brilliant though. Alright. So he likes to sweep after that. Oh, I thought Nelly had that. Very close. God, Jackie. Oh, I like that. So good. That two hit string is really good when someone evades the first part. And I think it's just punch punch, right? It's just like punch punch on the offense stance or something. Yeah, it's really good. Oh, very nice. Very nice being cautious there. Oh. I like these retreating patterns that Nelly has. It's really cool. It's hard to see it when you're fighting it, but watching him fight Dennis, it's really cool. Like it looks very annoying to deal with. Now I have to wonder if that's what I'm falling for. Be careful about the low punch blocked into uppercut. It's really not a good thing to do. It scores you a lot at a lot of levels of play in America, but it's not frame tight because that low punch on block is -5. And that uppercut's only cheating by about a frame. So. That was brilliant. So he crouch dashed under the jab, and then it was awkward for just a split second. Then he decided to do 9P. This is awesome watching these two fight. Good game. Awesome battle. That was a really good battle, you two. Quasi B really good fighting Nelly. Man. No. Alright, here we go. My instincts are not wrong. Dang it, I was too impatient. That was dumb. Okay. Oh, I could have 2KK there. Good game, good game. Hit confirm my low punch. Know that he was blocking that. That was really good. Okay. It's good. Guaranteed. So the hard part with Jackie is that spin kick, if you block, that low sweep is guaranteed. And so, but that's when he's in open stance, I believe. Maybe close stance. They got to be really close. But basically, in the Okizeme, there's a way for Jackie to check before he gets next to the opponent to see if that's guaranteed or not, so there's like a good setup for it. And because Jackie can manually switch stances if he has time, he can also make sure it'll work. So if you rewatch this video, you want to kind of look back and see when he's so sure that he's got the stance. How did he knock the opponent down? What's the stance upon knockdown? Or during the combo is better. Really nice crouch dash. Saw the throw whiff into throw. Nice, using backdash, evade backdash. And then whiff punish. Yeah. Actually, it was backdash, evade, and then crouch backdash. That's punishable. It's punishable the same way Intruder Hook is punishable. It's minus 13. Nice back throw. Dennis mixes, even on lethal, Dennis mixes up throws a lot more now. He used to almost always will do neutral if the opponent's life is low. Very good. Follow, observe the mix up. Eventually you'll build that reflex to stay crouching guard after you've ducked the one, or do a hop attack. But I think it's better to just crouch block that sweep. Such a good string. PP, 6 PP, and into that hook. Watch out for this. Nice, good defense. It's like I think you kind of know that flip kick was a possibility. I think you're a side turn, so there's no guarantee there. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh my god. Now we know Jackie can wall splat someone that's in intercept position. Alright, you go, Taco Guy. Nice, there you go. Nice. Oh, that would be punishable. It's like do PK into mix up. If he does that string that ends with the uppercut. Really nice. Man, you're so much better. Taco Guy is playing really good. He's checking to see if you know about side kick, punch, low kick, high kick. So after side kick, punch, there's a low kick. He was checking to see if you knew. Really good defense. Alright, good match. Oh, I almost got him with it. Really good game, Dennis. That was so much fun. Taco Guy, thanks for the battles, man. Thank you very much. Really glad you joined us tonight. Just send a message to Taco Guy thanking him for joining us tonight. Yep, good. I did come back. My PS5 was set to 1 hour shut off, so I changed it back to 4 hour shut off. Um, so that won't have. Sorry about that, but yeah, the PS5 automatically shut off. So that was a beautiful match, really beautiful match. I told Dennis.
Just focus on your enemy. I'll show you what combat's all about. Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two.
Oh shit, I missed it. That's okay. I'll jump back in. I was like chatting with Dennis, and I totally got absorbed in the chat with Dennis, so I missed my cue. I don't have like sound is on the stream, but sound is not playing on my display because I didn't want it to go feedback into my microphone. So I have it set so that it's set to headphone. So I kind of didn't realize to check. That's okay. It's a joy watching these guys fight, and I don't mind. Hey, Blurring, you're always welcome to join us if you still have PSN, but no pressure if you don't. But yeah, we're having an awesome time. We had a really awesome room tonight. Lots of great players and a lot of players from different generations. And then now it's Quasiby, Nelly, and Dennis. Yeah, password is 4565, and the room is listed under Nelly because my PS5 auto shut off like when I was doing the first stream. Now I'm on the second stream, but my PS5 had auto shut off earlier. The matches are awesome. I mean, you definitely want to watch the way Nelly and Quasi fights, but especially the way Nelly's been fighting all these matches. So good, so good. So happy to have you in here. Vanessa's always a fun match to work on for anyone. At least I think so. And I think I do well against most Vanessas, but Nelly's Vanessa is just so ridiculously strong, and Nelly is such a smart player. So. Is it? No, I just said it to. It was because I was sending my son to bed, both my children to bed, and because they had to do laundry and get ready for bed, and then sending them to bed, that whole process took over an hour, and I had it set to 1 hour. So yeah. Yeah, so I set it back to 4 hours. Even though 5 is the max, I think, or not on even, but like permanently on. But I set it to auto shut off after 4 hours. I think 3 is actually a good number, so. Really good to see you, Ray. Hope you've been doing well. Alright, man. Look at Nelly. So Dennis does tell me though that his connection to Nelly is tough. New York is a difficult connection. Not as bad as Toronto, but New York, like I have a yellow bar, but it plays great. Like this is like my connection with Nelly is probably the best yellow bar that I've had, at least today. Nelly and I don't always have this smooth of a connection. However, when Nelly hits start on the like round start animation, it has a long pause. That tells me that usually there's a synchronization, like it's not perfect. Like the two connections are a little off sync, are quite a bit off sync. Yeah, I think now that you and Nelly usually do green, so it's okay. I don't think I almost ever get like a green with Nelly. I think both Nelly and Tricky I get typically yellows, but I'm happy with the connections because I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm robbed decision wise. If Nelly feels that way, I'm sorry, but I haven't felt like I was robbed on what I was trying to do. Like usually if it was because not robbed, but it was because I felt the error. I felt it in my hands. I mean, online you always have things where like you have like lows, you have to block them a little earlier, right? You have to kind of read lows, whereas offline you can kind of see the low and like react block low a little more, right? And so because of that, on offline rising attack, people have a lot easier time blocking rising attack in offline. Online you have to guess. You really like you're forced to guess if you want to do that. So I typically feel that when people insist on staying up close during the wake-up game, they're very confident in the read, and maybe they're being sometimes over, like especially when they're believing that it's going to be a rising attack, then for me it's not as big of a deal because Leon's sidekick is really good at crushing rising attack, both of them. But it's still not an easy thing to do. But because of that, that's why I feel like comfortable standing close to the body. But I think a lot of people stay close to the body when they didn't have to, and they could have just tried to just, even with online's lag, can still react and punish rising attack that way. Hey Nelly, I'm glad you're in the stream chat. I love all these battles so much. I know you can hear that, and I really do. I don't know how you feel about them, but I'm loving all the matches with you. Loving all the matches, period, but especially with you and Dennis. Same. Like, it's yellow bar, but it's been feeling great. That hurts. Hopefully, blurring will come in too. Ah, that would have been so good. Is that a ring out? Is that a ring out? It's a ring out. That is a really strong part of Vanessa's game too, is she can ring out. Like, you need to be good on the conversions, but if you're good on the conversions, you can ring out. No 3P? Which 3P? Are we talking about the uppercut? Are you talking about uppercut? Yeah. Yeah. Your game has been countering it. I'm afraid to do it right now. I don't know. Really? There's the 3P for you. I am loving tonight's late night VF, so thank you, gentlemen. Oh my god. Ah, I hate this shit. I got the 3-0 on Dennis. No problem. It's true that blurring. It's true that we're playing pretty sharp tonight. So, it is a very scary room to jump into. Just but well, fighting me can help warm you up because you know some stuff. But be careful. Be careful. Is it? Oh. SC6, Soul Calibur 6 does need more advocates, more people speaking up for that game because it's a very good game that's got a bad rap. And it shouldn't. From what I hear. Very good. Is the off pace. It's a tempo change. Very good. That was beautiful. Good round. Good round, boy. Alright. Here we go. So good. Oh, I thought you'd switch to neutral. That was really good. That was a good check. See if I didn't combo, but that was a good check. That was really good. Oh, I love that opening. Good game. Good game, Blurry. I'm glad I could warm you up. That was beautiful. Nice round. Get that. That was a well executed whiff punish. Like that. That is a really well executed whiff punish. Like you can't crush an EX high, but you can whiff punish it. And he whiff punished that. His timing was spot on. These security uniforms are really interesting, you know. It's like they include tape, so. It's like tape required.
It was ridiculous.
Secu- Security forces need no bras. You know, so. That was a very good game. Very good game.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
This match is really cool. Like, I don't know what the hell blurring means by he's not woken up yet. He's playing pretty awake tonight.
Knockout. Round four. Ready, go!
Man, blurring with the neutral parry is really, really cool.
Knockout.
Good game, good battle.
Mission accomplished.
It's really good neutral parry. I like the neutral parries. I mean, it's not always what I'd go for, but it's really good, especially catching those strings that you caught. It's so good. Alright, here's the main card tonight.
Round one. Ready, go!
We've got the Chimpanzee costume too. I see. Awesome. So that was developed when you were sparring with Aya. Very cool.
Round two. Ready, go!
Well, I need to borrow from that playbook because Leon has a really good punch parry. It just doesn't work on any punch that would knock down. It only works against single arm punches, like single arm attacks, and they cannot be knocked down on normal hit.
Knockout.
Wow, really called that out.
Round three. Ready, go!
God, look at that. Oh my god, that stupid thing. It's way too strong. Yeah, you do really good with them. You have to be careful against some characters, but still, it's a lot of fun when you're on it. It is. But fortunately, I play a utility character that if I'm on it, I should be switching a lot. You know, I can go to sidekick. I can go to kicks. I can do the punches. I can go high, mid, low. I might not have like as much normal hit combo starters, or like at least fast ones that some characters have, but my character has like decent attacks of all types, um, and so that lets me play it like that lets me fight people that are doing that. But again, there's an art to it, so if you squeeze me into just like anyone else, I'll do predictable mids at certain times if you squeeze me. So yeah. What a match. Good game. That was a really good battle. That last round was epic.
Mission accomplished.
I might set it up to, or Nelly, if you want, you can set it up to League if you really want to, after this, but it's fun having you go on a roll too, so it's fun. This is a nice number of people. God, that sucks. Okay, very patient war. I'm also the too late. Good game, good game. I did go for this punch, but it's too slow.
Mission accomplished.
Too late, I mean. It's not about too slow, it's too late, too late. The settings. What did I say about the settings? The only settings I talked about was automatic off, power off. Oh yes, if you hit triangle in the main menu, you can turn on league. You can say begin the next league because we're in a league room. I think we are. Yeah, we're in the league room. So if you want after the match, you can set us all on league battle. Like just I know that like you and Dennis are the kind of players who are like always itching to play every single time. And so if you want to do that, you set it to league battle so we're all fighting. And there's only going to be one bye because I mean, each person's going to have one bye round because there's 5 players. But that's not a problem. I'm going to tell Dennis.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Yep, Nelly is 46 tonight. I have a good count, but I disconnected and then came back in, so my count reset. Alright, go ahead and try it. You hit triangle. Oh, never mind. We can keep playing this way too. Dennis is going to go to bed soon. Okay.
Round 1. Ready, go!
So I think the next run is Dennis's last run. It doesn't mean you have to lose to him. It just means that it's probably going to be his last run. He's probably going to go to bed. But he, like me, he does tend to keep playing a little like past the time he intends to. But I will go to bed probably in half an hour or so, because we're doing league tomorrow, and I have no illusions of going 3-0 to tie with Jimmy, but you know, obviously I'll try. It's going to be really hard though. That's a good problem because everyone has gotten a lot better at both VF and also better at playing league battles. A lot of players have gotten better to understand kind of the way you should play. You should approach league battles more. It's a hard format because it's one where sometimes where big gamble's going to pay off. You should play it a little more tactically.
Mission accomplished.
All right, it's a good battle. Hey Jin, good to see you. You're always welcome to join us if you've got. Oh, you're not on PS4. Never mind. But good to have you here. How you doing? I take the team battle more serious. Team battles are a lot of fun. I mean, I don't have a good record in them, but I have a lot of fun playing them. Like, so I like the way that Akai's doing the team battle as just as a fun way to play after league. As far as like if I was to do a team battle seriously, the thing is in North America we don't have like a critical mass of regular active players. We have critical mass of players, but we don't have a critical mass of regular active players. So, but we have a lot of strong players that are active. So scheduling is always going to be a challenge. So what I think the best way to do team battles is basically either once every 2 weeks where you have a main card and an undercard. And you just announce it 2 weeks ahead of time. Say, hey, in 2 weeks, this team is going to fight that team. and you make it something that the teams, you coordinate with them, figure out when they can fight and schedule it with a host that's streaming. And then you have basically a main card, and then you have one undercard. I think our scene can kind of handle that. That could be even a stretch. One main card is pretty good for even for a 3v3 or 5v5. But if you did a 5v5, you definitely need the alternates. You need somebody that's going to be a backup member of each team. Like each team has to have a backup member. But if you do it this way, you can promote it. You can have fun with the drama. You can have fun with the teams practicing for 2 weeks, trying to get better, trying to be ready for the big match, and that is really fun. I think you can do that right now. To do it in a regular every week, we're gonna have different registered teams would be way too hard, and a lot of people would just not be able to make it. And even when you do pickup team battles, you have to understand that you have a real short time to draft teams. Normally, I probably would limit that time to about 5 minutes, because after 5 minutes, you start seeing people some people don't watch stream. They just know that they're there, and then they leave. They're like, oh, I guess we're not doing the team battle. And it's like right before we're about to do the team battle. So when you do pickups, the way Akai's doing now is kind of, that's a way to work it out. But if you want to do like real competitive teams, I think setting it up as like a featured highlight match 2 weeks ahead with 2 weeks notice, and you give the teams time to train and practice and have fun and build drama or do whatever they want to do, jokingly talk smack to each other. We could do a weigh-in. But I think that would be a fun way to do it. Okay, Dennis will stay a few sets. So Dennis is going to stay a few sets. Awesome. Yeah, scheduling is really rough. It is hard to coordinate team battles. You'll see so many people just leave in the middle of it, or like can't make it. It's really hard. So that's why I'm like, well, if you make it a 2-week commitment for just these 2 teams, not many people else, or 4 teams. Well, 4 teams is a stretch right now. I do 1 card, 2 teams. Then that's like, I think that's a way to work it out as a showdown. It's like a big.
Just focus on your enemy.
For the wrestling fans, they can do it their way too. It's pretty cool. So yeah. Look at that. That's so cool. That's the power of Leon. Yes. I knew that hop over would be worth it, even if I took a hit. So. Oh, that would touch. Hey. Up to you. If you want to do it, it's not a bad idea, but it is fun to do. You guys got to vote and say if you want a league battle or not. Blurring and Nala Strabe. We're gonna put it all on YouTube. Do you guys want league battles, or do you want to do a league match, or do you guys want to do King of the Hill? King of the Hill? Okay.
Round two. Ready, go!
It's true. League is in a few hours. It's a good point. We'll take it. We'll count that. Good game, Nala.
Round one. Ready,
Nice. Okay.
round two. Ready, go! Round three. Ready, go! Excellent.
I don't know how it did, to be honest. It must be like certain frames, but it was counter hit. Well, it would combo, so it meant that I counter hit it. Like recovery hit won't combo that way. Nice, good punish, good punish. Yes, do the low throw. Low throw is one of those things. Well, sometimes bad to do, but. Good game, Blaring. Very good game. Yeah, I saw the 1K plus G also. But it's because I counter hit it. That's all there is to it. Because it doesn't launch on recovery hit. It doesn't launch on normal hit.
Round one.
It's Counter hit is the 1K. Counter hit, it means I hit it before. Neutral. I think, yeah. Well, 1K plus G, doesn't it have, like, it's not hopping for a while, right? But I don't know. Yeah. Vanessa life is very hard. It's a lot like you said before. The amount of precision is nuts. But there is also that game that you played where you kept hitting like exactly like 1 pixel on people. So that's how precise Nelly is, right? Like still blows my mind that that round like every hit was just like 1 pixel hit. It's like so beautiful. That was really good. Okay. So good. Good round, good round. Good staying calm. Really good match. Thank you very much for the match, Nala.
I want a serious fight.
Still working. Okay. Ah, that was bad. Good game, Blaring. Very good game.
What a knucklehead.
Nice, nice patience. Okay. Hey, Jen. Well, only in the moment. I'm on a streak right now. It's not always that way. Nice. Yeah, no way you can do that. Ah, I tried to evade, but I hit evade too early. Good game, Dennis. That was so much fun. One of the one of the bad habits I have is I buffer evade really early when I make a decision to do it, and that's fine. But if there's a decent amount of stun, it means that I have to hit evade again, to get the evade. It happens in all online or offline. Oh, Dennis can fight the Japanese, yeah. So, it would be awesome. So can Nelly. It would be awesome. But yeah. But they wouldn't say that, so.
Round two. Ready, go!
Ring out. No, oh my god. Oh my god. I was just wondering if there was any way that Vanessa could have rung out on that, but it looks like her hits were difficult to. Dennis happened to guess the direction of the intruder hook. Very good game. That's nice, Quasi. She should be able to, like, she should be able to ring out in general. So I'm wondering, yeah, there should have been a sequence that would have caused a ring out in that situation. Hey, mister, good to see you. Okay, cool. Yeah, you gotta prioritize the ring out if you're able to, yeah. I just saw you earlier today, yes. On your while you were playing against Redline.
Round two. Ready, go!
Looks like Taco Guy's playing MK1 right now, so okay, cool. Nice. Yep, gotta punish that. Even if I don't. So. Oof. Really good round. Good round, Larry. And really nice purple hit in the kick. Nice ring out.
Round five. Ready, go!
Man, good battle. Really good win, Blaring. Alright. Good game, Bang. I didn't go for what was frame tight, so shame on me. But good game, very good game. I borrowed way too much. I got punished properly for it. That was excellent game. It's tough. I feel fast enough to do elbow after block low punch, but I'm still too slow doing it tonight. So, but I do feel fast enough to do it. But I think what's good is the amount of mix-ups that's keeping me to hesitate or to react a bit more instead of commit. So it's the game, it's the player. Side kick, punch, low kick, high kick, low kick, mid kick. That's punishable. It's -13. I think it's -13. Good game. I will probably be done pretty soon. Yeah, always. Ah, I couldn't do elbow to save my life there. I think I rolled to forward. I need to go neutral. Thank you. Thanks, Blaring. That felt really good. He is. He's a boss character. Dennis is amazing. I like Greyblade's nickname for him, which is the Terminator. So this thing is a high, but it's a mid on max charge. It turns into a mid on max charge. Yeah, that's Leon basically is, yeah. If Leon's doing mid low, then it messes with option select because lows are good against option select. Yeah. It's a good point, and I agree. I like her offense stance more, but a lot of players learning Vanessa feel more more able to win exchanges with defense stance because she has a lot more attacks that will work there, and they have interesting properties. So, like, she has a lot of sabakis which will override certain attacks. She has a fast upper. Her kick is a really good move in defense stance. And so she has really cool tools in defense stance. And so tools for winning situation, but they might not be doing like the greatest damage. But she still does good damage, as you can see there. Yeah, for the player, yeah, but there's a downside to it, which is at some point the Vanessa player wants to understand that her throws are really good, right? But when you come from other fighting games, you do a lot of spacing and attack. You come into Virtua Fighter, you might not realize that throws are insanely good in this game. And so that's one of the traps that a lot of players learning VF through Vanessa have. They try to, it's like they try to solve a lot of their problems with attacks, and then but when you learn how to use throws in this game, it's that's when the game really shines, in my opinion. Man, really. Look at this. Alright, here we go. That was a really good game. Awesome use of eye gouge. ECD eye gouge is a really good one if the opponent is playing more like one move or two, like single move. It's really good. Awesome battle, Dennis. But using two parts of a string is really powerful in this game. Like a 2-hit string is really good against certain styles of play, especially like my style too. Like Nelly used it really good if I'm doing too much ECD. The frame stats, if you look at frame stat, you might not think about that. But if you watch, like, if you apply just boxing concepts, it's easier to understand why punch string is actually really good. But if you're looking at the frame stats, punch, for example, as an example, punch has terrible stats. And so somebody that's only looking at what are the good stats might not use something like punch. But the fact is that actually those stats are a little deceptive, because punch doesn't have much stun. And punch is something where, because the threat of the third punch exists, the opponent is just not that likely to try to punish punch. or not punish it, but they're not likely to just attack right away after you do punch punch, especially if they've seen punch punch, delay punch. And so punch punch becomes this powerful way to, like, you can cover somebody that's trying to evade and attack you. Suddenly punch punch will hit them when they attack after the evade. But also you can do something simple like punch punch, they block it, and then you just throw them. It's really powerful. It's been powerful since like VF1. And so it's a weird move, but stuff like that. So in general, 2-hit strings are pretty good, and especially if the second hit is a mid, then it's really, really good. And then Jackie has a punch punch punch, where the third punch is an EX high. So if the opponent tries to low punch that third punch, they're gonna get knocked out by that EX high. Because EX high, again, is a high attack, but it can't be crushed. It basically will counter hit it'll counter hit pretty much any attack. Instead of thinking about it counter hitting a low attack, just understand it counter hits any attack. And when you understand that, then you understand why it's such a scary move. If people at all like to do a bare, meaning they like to attack in a way that's not frame tight or not frame advantageous, they're fighting against the frames. Then if your opponent is just like attacking too much, there's a high chance that there's a decent chance, unless they're boxing, there's a decent chance that they're attacking against the frames. And if that's the case, suddenly your EX high attack, which is probably a launcher that's faster than your high attack launcher, is really strong. Or I mean, like faster than your mid attack launcher. The EX high gets that benefit because it's a trade-off, because as awesome as EX high is, it's not as strong as a mid in theory. So then the trade-off is it probably gets speed. So EX high attacks tend to be fast, while having the functions of really good mid counter hit launchers. And that's why Vanessa's 9P is so good, right? And that's why sometimes when an opponent is dealing with a Vanessa that likes to use 9P, they have to play a bit more reactively, meaning that they got to use movement and watch what Vanessa's doing a little. But it's hard to do that because she's got like a fast upper. She's got other moves that can be frustrating. But hey, Trey Freeze, good to see you. By the way, I've been sharing your Obsidian 2. That is the Berserk build. That is an amazing build. So I really love the that's an aluminum. That is that's an engraved aluminum panel, right? It looks really amazing. Like, I love it, and I love the color scheme. The buttons you chose. Was it 4 red buttons, and then 4 like clears, right? 4 red clears and then 4 white clears. With the Berserk art engraved on an aluminum panel, which is amazing. That's just such a gorgeous stick. So, and you put a golden lever in the handle, in the lever, right? So, man, awesome battle blurring. Blurring is really giving Dennis a hell tonight. Like, tonight blurring is Sarah Connor. Just, even if John Connor can be taken out by the Terminator, Sarah Connor will not be taken out by this Terminator. So yeah. Not everyone's favorite part of the story, no. But Sarah Connor has one weakness, and it's John Connor, who is Leon today. So, no, I'm just kidding. That was your artwork? Holy, yeah, it was so good. Holy cow. Such a perfect meaty there. Such a good meaty. And not low punch that. You know, that's a classic Chanchai Chanchai round ender. So, okay. Nice duck last second. I so thought I had it too. I saw the guard. I'm like, I've got this. Nope. Three ring outs. Yeah, thank you. Good games. Good games. It's like trying to find a clever way to put this, except I'm thinking about, you know, the movie that everyone hated in the Terminator series, which was Genesis, right? Where John Connor is the bad guy. So side assault. Leon's side game is so scary. Awesome throw. Very good throw, Quasivi. That was great, Nala. Same person. Excellent. Excellent. I tried to evade it, didn't. Okay, good game. Awesome game, Quasivi. That was really fun. That was a really, really good battle. Sounds good. Really good 4-6K. Man, Nala's in the zone. But Dennis has got like Jackie's ability to do like 55% life. It's like Jesus. One combo. Yeah, the Korean lever, golden lever is really good. I like it. But for me, of course, the Korean lever settings aren't my preference, but they're really great, especially if you play Tekken. But yeah, man, that's again awesome Obsidian to Trey Priest, to Trey. Artwork's gorgeous. There it is. Nice. I thought he was going to go for this full circular here. Nice. Looks like he thinks you're playing reactive, so he's doing the double low punch. Interesting. Very good. Good game. Man. Blaring really is Sarah Connor tonight. Without a bra. You know? Very good game. Good matches. Good matches, Blaring. Thank you so much. Yep. Yeah, Jinta Basa, you gotta look at Trey Paris. He's in the chat log. Look him up on Twitter. Look up his arcade stick. It's sick. He's got an awesome Obsidian 2 build. You gotta check it out. Blaring, you gotta check it out too. It's gorgeous. It is. It's a really beautiful stick, especially if you like Berserk. I can't link it while I'm playing, but I can link it. I'll send you the link later. But yeah. That was good. The Leon side turn Fury. Leon side turn game. So good. I need to get so much better at it, but that was... I'm glad that it's getting on different people. But Dennis is really hard. He's gonna not let me do certain things at all. Backs up into the set. Look at that! Ah, jeez. So guaranteed. That full circular kick guarantees all this. So nuts. Ah, that's bad. Good game, Dennis. I have a feeling he's going to call it right now, but that was a really good game. Or at least good for me. Or he might be trying to get to 20. I wouldn't be surprised if he's aiming for 20. Good. 2 hit strings. So this... Oh, okay. Uppercut. Awesome round. Excellent round, Quasi B. That was great. Another great round, Quasi B. Good game.
I want a serious fight. Round one. Ready? Go! Round two. Ready?
Almost. Good game. Really good game, Dennis. That was a lot of fun.
It's like we're moving in slow motion. Round one. Ready? Go!
Quasi, you're playing awesome right now. Oh, you will get those punishes. You'll get those punishes.
Round two. Ready? Go! Knockout!
That was brilliant. Good round. Hey Nelly, have a good night. Thank you so much for the amazing matches. I had a wonderful time, and I always love fighting with you, man, and chatting too. Uh, I do my best, but thank you for that too. Like you've done so much too, and but I really love the battles, and your Vanessa has really inspired a lot of other Vanessas too. And I think the race is on. I know Dennis is racing for 20. He's like he wants to be the one to get to 20 before me, so he wants to beat me the next two games. The connection was really good tonight. I told Dennis that it was yellow, and even though it looks like there might be synchronization issues during like when you hit start at the round start, but I told him that the playing plays great. Like the connection felt really good. So I loved our connection tonight too. And have a good night, Nelly. Have a wonderful one, and hope to see you tomorrow too. I know Dennis and I are tired, but these aren't really fun matches anyway. I think we're both trying so hard to get to 20. So, you know. Quasiby, keep this up. Holy crap. Your close fighting is so good. Your throwing's getting better. Your defense getting better. This is awesome. You better be careful what you do. That was good. That was so good. Excellent use of EX High. Again, I mean, you've hit me with that all night. Still, awesome use of it. Really? Give me a break. Oh. Mm, well, it's a combination of things. You definitely want to do what makes it fun for you. Jeez, really. Good game. Good game, Quasiby. So someone starts out learning a fighting game. Would you encourage them to stick to a character that strengthens their weaknesses as a player, or a character they quickly and easily pick up? It's about your motivation, about what it is you're looking for, um, but also your enjoyment, right? So where you are at motivationally with the game, right? If the game is really frustrating for you, um, sometimes it's worth taking a step back, either whether it's playing more single player to work on some stuff, or to improve your damage, or for example, or something like that. Um, but the thing is VF is a rough game because it is a lot like learning a martial art. You have to learn about many aspects of this game to actually be really, really like strong against everyone. Because there's going to be a person that does something that you're probably weak to in this game. And the thing that the strong players have is they know how to use a lot of tools. They know how to deal with a lot of situations, you know? Because, like I've always said about Virtua Fighter, this is a game where no matter what you do, your opponent has a lot of options that will destroy what you do. Similarly, you have a lot of options that will destroy what your opponent does. That's a double-edged sword. And so, if you're a player that is focusing on this is how I win, well, there's going to be a weakness to that strategy because there's a weakness to every strategy in this game. This game is so rock, paper, scissor that it's important to be like flexibility is a strong skill and is a strong aspect and trait in this game. So why did I say that? Well, it just means that this is a fun game to just, if you can get yourself in the mindset of just enjoying learning different things and getting good at different things, this game it can be very, very fulfilling and enjoying like that. If you're only measuring your success in wins, that can be rough, but it can be empowering, but it can also be really rough, right? And so I think in life too, being more flexible can help you get stronger in many ways, but also can help you be happier in many ways. And in VF, I think martial arts and VF are good at illustrating those. But fundamentals, yeah, working on fundamentals is always strong. There's like, if we fight, I could tell you different things that would help you improve, and it's up to you if you can improve those. If you enjoy improving those, that makes it a lot more fun. So it's about there's motivation as an aspect, and then you get to a level where you really like the game and you're gonna challenge yourself. Shoot, I hit a button. That was it. Sometimes changing a character is a great move. Yep, that's it. Crouch backdash is so dangerous. That sidekick is such a like that will just kill me. And yeah, crouch backdash is scary after evade. Oh, good games. Good games, Dennis. That can help. Yeah. That can help you too.
Forgot to train, eh?
So, I'm gonna say also though that thank you very much, Dennis. Thanks so much, Quasivi. This is gonna be the last match, and I'm gonna call it a night. But I had so much fun. You're playing awesome, and I know you've got high energy right now. But I really enjoyed this, so thank you very much. And let's have some awesome battles in the league. Look at this low crushing. He's like, I'm not having it. But Leon can do mids too. Leon can play all mids too. That was really good. I like your use of the throw. See? You're using throw so good now. Oh, my pleasure, Sharson. Always thank you for your support, too. There is a deeper message I want to give, but it's after this match. So... It's so good. Need to tech roll a little more at the right times. Oh, look at that. That's so beautiful. That was really cool, too. Oh, my God. Good game. Good game, CrossFit. That was awesome. I think you're seeing all the different diverse approaches everyone's using against your style of play, but I think you're playing so good. Really amazing. How fast like you've gotten better is ridiculous. So I really appreciate the battles, Nala. So I'm gonna tell you well, Nala, you've played great, so I can't say much. But keep doing what you're doing. You already know the stuff to improve on, but you're improving them. And tonight you're seeing how to fight. Like you've always had this ability to attack. Now you're doing all the ranges really good. But I think you're seeing the conditioning effect even better with your attack patterns now. And that you're conditioning so you don't have to just flat out read your opponents, though you're good at that too, but you can also push them and squeeze them into a corner and do stuff, and you're doing that really well against me. So I'm loving it. Keep it up. Let's fight some more, and thank you so much. To Sorensen, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say so let's see. Okay, the many things that can affect execution. So obviously there's basic execution when you're fighting, right? There's also nerves, and nerves when you start fighting people, like especially if the best thing actually is if you can handle taking losses against really strong opponents or any opponent, if you can handle those losses, that helps a lot. But on top of that, and that's because it's about being able to be relaxed when you play. If you can be like, you focus on breathing, you try to get yourself to be more stable, that's a huge part of execution too. Because I know a lot of people who will practice in private and then they'll fight in, and I'm not thinking of anyone in specific. I'm thinking of people in my offline scene, like my locals. There are sometimes we run into people who like, let me practice on this and come back when I'm stronger. But actually, to get stronger, you just throw yourself into the fire and just keep playing. But the hard part is not getting upset. Or getting upset's okay, but because it's half the people I know hate losing like with a passion. Half the people I know seem to not mind it as much as the other group. But both of them equally become strong players. But having the drive to just play more and enjoy it will help. And the reason it does is because the more tense you are, the easier it is to drop execution. Even at the highest levels of play, players have really good execution, but they also have ways to fall off of execution. And generally we call that tilt, right? So things that tilt us, getting actually upset, like real upset, can tilt us. Sometimes when you're angry, you do play a little better, you play more aggressively, but there are some things that you drop on execution, and sometimes you just play flat out worse when you're angry. It's a very volatile way to motivate yourself. Some people try to run on that energy all the time. I've seen that generally that's a harder one, you know. But generally in VF, most people will be very relaxed and cool when at the higher level. If you watching Nelly play is like that too. Nelly gets upset too, but Nelly is very chill when they're playing, right? Adam's very chill when he's playing. Gentleman Thief, very chill. He's playing. Nero is happy-go-lucky, but also chill while he's playing. And especially this game because it's so draining on focus. And I bring that up because even when you get really good execution, just like in golf, you get the yips. In VF, you definitely can start choking because of your emotional state, or because of frustration when something starts to not work. You can see Juicebox go through this too at times, right? When he's truly angry, sometimes his execution gets really strong for a while, but it gets focused in one area, right? And me too, you know. So the point of that being that it's good to be relaxed. It's good to just keep playing, have fun, play a lot, because experience trumps it. But also, the more often you play, the more easy it is. Playing on stream has helped me as a player so much, because it's taken away even more of the self-consciousness I did have when I play, and I'm always thinking, oh, I know I'm so much better when I practice. But when you play on stream, everybody sees your wins and your losses. Everyone sees my losses. Everyone sees me drop stuff all the time. All the European players are like, how come Chanchai like is not punishing on guard? You know, still don't punish on guard properly. But you kind of get comfortable with it, and you kind of just get comfortable with yourself, and that allows you. For me, it unlocks a lot of gears. It allows me to have. I've discovered a lot more gears and dimension to my play by playing on stream, playing in front of others. You know, so as a player, that's a tough thing to manage. That can be a big aspect of execution. In my offline scene, let's go back to the topic of execution. In my offline scene, I have Jin Tabasa can attest to this. They've seen me work with people just that have a casual interest in VF, but like are trying it, and they know that I'm going to be friendly about it, and I'll realize a lot of times they don't buffer. They think they do. They think they're buffering, and they're not. And we talk about it in VF all the time. So, you know, like for an example, a simple drill I do with them is, and I use these drills to show it, and it might be hard to see. We'll see if we can see this. So I'm gonna have the AI like low punch me right away, and you're gonna see my pop up my hand here, okay? So I'm gonna set AI, and this is to show what buffering is, like how much the buffering matters, okay? I'm gonna set it to guard and counterattack too. It's gonna do a low punch. So if I do a low punch, it's gonna low punch back, right? So I'm gonna do a low punch and evade, and I'm gonna put my hands up, and look at how soon my hands go up before my character evades. Right? So nope, I didn't do it. Right? Like, do you see, like, right? And this is to show you how early VF lets you buffer things, right? Buffer means like I hit evade and I put my hands up, right? And that is like the 12 frames before my character recovers that it does the next thing, right? Let's see. This one's harder. So, and this time now I'm gonna let you see. Let's see. Okay, so watch this. So this is a high jab, and then high jab, elbow. So high jab, and then after high jab, elbows forward and punch. Okay, so watch me do high jab, forward punch, and I guard cancel it so that I can't do this, right? And a lot of players are used to 2D fighters. They're used to every other fighter, so they don't think about doing this punch and then guard cancel, right? But it's really important that you do, because I do punch and then try to do elbow. I can do it, but it's hard. Like, this is kind of on the bare edge. And you can do it that way, but there's not much timing for it. Like, it's easy to mess this up. It really is easy to mess this up, I'm being honest. I do it because I know the timing, but it's better to just do this, right? So it's like punch guard and then forward punch. And my elbow is beating low punch because they're colliding at the same time, but because the elbow does more damage, it wins. And so I get a counter hit, and that's why this pattern is a very common pattern for me, especially with Leon. The only people it doesn't really work against is Pi, Kage, any character that can do a move that's faster than 12 frames, and it will lose to the move that's faster than 12 frames. But outside of that, this pattern is so powerful because I'm +2, and then I use the elbow, which is 2 frames faster than the jab, than a high jab or a low jab. And then, and so that's kind of the buffering. Now, it doesn't mean you want to mash and rush. It just means you want to kind of clearly make a decision. You want to make a decision and get used to doing things a little bit like during the stun. Right, and that's how evade works too. Right, so this is that drill where I do, right, this. So, what's the point of that? In VF, buffer matters. And a lot of beginners struggle with it because they don't realize how early you can input, or they don't get used to it. Getting used to this game is tricky because of the whole you tap a direction and attack, so that's what you have to get used to first. Is a lot of people aren't used to it. When you play a 2D fighter, you're just always holding this, and then you kind of do everything, and you kind of tend to drag to the direction and do stuff, but you don't really have. Some characters have a forward, like light punch, have like 3-point combos that do that, but most of the time you're doing like, you're doing like boom, boom, boom. You're hitting buttons while holding down back, and then you're going back to neutral or back and doing that. That's what you do in Street Fighter. But VF is a game where you have to like tap, 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 get used to like something like this. I found that a lot of people learning VF coming from other fighting games have trouble with this, and so doing this drill is what I use to teach them how to like get a feel for how VF wants you to control the game. And this is a very starting point for execution, right? So doing like high jab into low jab, high jab into elbow, but it won't work. Low jab into elbow doesn't work because low jab is minus on hit on block. So I'm -5, and there's no way I can do this, right? I'd have to do like this. I'd have to do like hop kick to beat the low punch response, right? But I can't do like a normal attack. I can't do low punch mash. It won't work. But if the opponent blocks the high jab, then I can do elbow, right? And this is a standard in VF. So a lot of the execution in this game is getting used to this whole thing of like this will teach you kind of the basic here. And so sidestepping is a thing you do because you're minus. Because sidestepping fails if I do this. And why? Because my jab is +2 on block, so I have advantage. Here's the first rule of sidestep. Your opponent has to already be in an attack when you do the sidestep for it to be successful. So doing high jab into sidestep is an automatic failure because I'm +2. And so I'm evading 2 frames before the opponent's recovered, and so they're not in it's impossible for them to already be attacking when I do the sidestep. But if I do low punch and do that, it's good. Okay, a beginner might ask why I'm going to repeat many points that I've repeated often, but a beginner might ask like, well, okay, but delaying is pretty good. Yes, delaying is good, but you do want to get used to buffering because fastest time enables stuff like evade if your opponent does it, but what is the problem if the opponent the thing is, if the opponent does delay attack, then attacking right away is very powerful because you're going to be ahead of them on frames if they're delaying. If they're delaying, your immediate attack will be better and you will counter hit them more. So to flip that around, if you are not buffering and playing frame tight, it can be harder to assess the situation. And part of the reason it's harder to assess the situation is that your delay creates a vagueness, and it might put you at a disadvantage, or at the very least, your opponent's attacks attack options become better because you're giving them more frames than they normally have. If you play frame tight, you can kind of understand what's working and what should work and what shouldn't outside of special rules. But if you refuse to buffer in this game, that's okay. You can play fine with that. You'll catch me when I do something like this, like delaying my attack by dashing and then doing an attack. But suddenly, if this was the only thing that was like the answer, suddenly this becomes an answer that works because you're slower. You're letting my stronger moves become a factor in situations that normally they would lose. So that's why buffering is good. That's why you want to make the most advantage of the frames you have. And it's the one way that you can kind of influence control over the situation better. And then you learn how to use delays later for different reasons because you force your opponent to rethink how they fight and to counter what they're doing. But the first steps are you do want to buffer in this game. You want to learn how to use a jab and elbow, jab and a low punch, and then a throw, you know. And then if you do that, you make strong use of simple moves, and then you start learning more and more how to do different moves too. So anyway, sorry if I made that very boring at this point, but I hope that made sense. And execution is not that hard, just play a lot, you know, and but it's a lot of fun. Goroshiki. I don't do Goroshiki. Tricky has a video. You want to look up on YouTube Tricky's video about Goroshiki. There's also Chief Flash made a video on YouTube also about what they call like put like Chief Flash Japanese players, and it's something like techniques from Japanese players, something like that. I'll look it up right now. I'll find the link. I'm not the person to explain Goroshiki, even though it's really good for me to do it because Leon can do it against Leon can use it against John when John does 6xp. And of course, anybody should use Goroshiki if they can. But here's the problem. Well, nowadays in America, it's good to do Goroshiki because a lot of people are doing really good meaties like you. Like tonight, a lot of people were spot on their meaties. And if that happens, then Goroshiki becomes a good option. But when no one's doing that, Goroshiki is like a bad option. So it's similar to Fuzzy Guard. The condition needs to be that your opponent's buffering. And once they are, then it's open to doing that. So I think with Tricky, it's hard to find it by looking it up. Looks like Tricky did revisit it though. So Tricky has an option selects video that has revisited it. And I don't know if maybe Tricky doesn't have their old videos anymore, and that's understandable. Very understandable if Tricky doesn't have old videos anymore. Okay, so I'm going to look up the Chief Flash video then. It looks like Tricky does have it somewhere though. Chief Flash VF Japanese technique. Secret Japanese tech. Chief Flash Secret Japanese tech. That is a video that does cover... I think in this video Chief Flash is covering Fuzzy Guard attack, and I think they might also be covering the defensive tech against Wake Up, against Rising Attack. Goroshiki, I don't know if they cover it, but I'll put this link anyways, because it's worth looking at. Okay, am I not live? I'm live, okay. Now, Goroshiki, I have to go find again, but Goroshiki's a hard one. It's got a weird, unintuitive command. There is also a video where Himejan goes over things with Chief Flash, and that's also a good video to watch. It's really hard, yeah. You have to also set the AI to do a pretty good one. Tricky had a really good video. Let's try to find it. Let's try to find it, but I don't know if Tricky does that video anymore. I think, yeah, it might not be available anymore. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna get the link to one of Tricky's more recent videos though about option selects, and I think Tricky does cover it in there. Actually, anything on option selects is pretty good. Pretty much look up all of Tricky's option select videos because they're all good. I'm just gonna say that. So look up Tricky Eileen's and option selects, and there's a lot of videos, and you should go over them because Tricky covers them. I'll send you a link maybe tomorrow if I figure out which one it is. Thanks for asking though. But I will say, yeah, Goroshiki, when you get used to it, it's such a weird one. And I will practice it too because so many people are doing Midi Okizeme now. And like with really good timing. So it's really, really worth doing now. And of course, Leon should do it against Jean because of 6xp. Like what happens with Leon is he's able to like 8k if they do like a low kick. And yeah, look for the option select video. Always support Tricky and share the video too. Share the video. Let people know where they can find that info. Because you know, I really want to give a shout out to Tricky. She's done amazing work, and you know, like I think it's good for more people to recognize the really good videos that Tricky's made. So, cheers. Everyone have a good night, and thank you very much. Nala, amazing play. You stuck through it, and then you played amazing. So, let's keep it up. Good, everyone, let's keep it up. Let's keep playing VF. I am still going to be playing on PSN, so you don't have to worry about whether or not I'm going to be playing on PSN. I'm totally going to keep playing on PSN. But also, like I said, Black Friday, look for good deals on PlayStation Network year-long memberships. You know, so... but always looking forward to more VF matches, and I'll try to stream more. Have a good night. Let's try to. I do want to try to raid. Alright, it's what it is, but... Alright, we'll just send it to Jay Wong, who is showing Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, which is an interesting game. Yeah. Cheers, everyone. Awesome. Play both, yeah. Yeah, it's awesome to play both. Awesome to play both Final Showdown and Ultimate Showdown. Yeah, Numbers and Tengu is awesome. Numbers has a real life situation, but Tengu seems to be available, so keep it up. Keep fighting.